Hello and welcome to Topical Tuesday. I'm Tshering Wangmo with the program. In this segment, I have a special edition on significance of treaty Thimphu Tshechu, so stay tuned. Schools and institutions across Thimphu will remain closed for 3 days beginning today to witness one of the biggest festivals, Thimphu Tshechu. Tens of thousands of people will gather at Tshering in Tshering in the capital. According to Bhutanese calendar, the 3-day Tshechu festival is celebrated after the Thimphu Tshechu. To talk more on Tshechu festival, I have Liwe Tenzin, one of the Shedder teacher from Dodina, speaking on the significance of the Tshechu.
Jen Tshechu tam do jen da jene winale tari do grande gibi Tshechu tam di losube Tshechu se kachibitung go wena so wachin. De ti in de ogin gurirumbochi gi de namtil gesitin zera gyochogi be de machara chilo chitong de tubja gepcha Dungilo nalo, the Tshechu di Gutta, Matsup me Kablu, the Tugi Gonje de Koregi Chinchin Getzelama, the Pe Nangi Tugi Gomba, Nosuzoni, Chituda, the Telen Nachara, the Dugia Kabdisugi, Music Go Homo Yungi, the Sinamgi, the Pel de Supinson Sovigi, the Jukin, the Kora Besajere, the Ditcher Joy Tenlo, the Chenada Udiso, the Pe Nani Inu Tugi Gomba Kara, Konzambaletin, Tshechu di Gutta, Matsup me Kablu, Randa Gibigi. The Tshechu tham dida chekalu kong dikdi poshawale tin tetelen dutingi midi chigi mingdi dutindula chasung bebe te Tshechu se telu midi tetagulu kongdi tebe ime sishuni.
Tshechu is one of the religious festival celebration in the country. The Tshechu is observed to commemorate the birth anniversary of Guru Rinpoche. It was introduced by the 4th Desi Tenzin Rinpoche in 1670. Tshechu festivals are commemorated on the 10th day of the Bhutanese calendar, as it is believed that Guru Rinpoche's merciful acts against the evil took place on the 10th day. It is also believed on that day the Tirthakas tried to poison Guru Rinpoche, who in turn transforms their concoction into Amrita. It is the time of festivity at the Tshering in Tshering, as people dressed in their finest clothes come to witness the Tshechu dances. For the Bhutanese, it is also an annual social gathering where people dressed in all their finery come together to rejoice. It is also a chance to see and be seen. The festival combines folk tale of dancing with songs according to the Bhutanese tradition. Not only Bhutanese, but even the tourists enjoy being here and witness the Tshechu. Now I have some audio clips from my earlier interview where I talked to some of the tourists and the businessmen during previous Tshechu time.
We very rarely have festivals that go for more than one day. And in our country, we mostly celebrate our national holidays, the 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, and then we have religious holidays that also go for one day, like Christmas. And then we have big New Year's celebrations with fireworks and dancing. But we don't have costumes. Your costumes are extraordinarily beautiful. The handwork that goes into them is marvelous. Our country does not have that anymore because most of us work and don't have the time to do the handwork that you do, and therefore we tend to dress in just Western dress nowadays.
It's very enlightening. I'm not familiar with the culture that much till I came over here a couple of days ago, so it's educational. Very colorful also. They're gorgeous. I love the colors. It's much nicer than plain black where I see on American girls.
This is the time when business also blooms as Tshechu coincides with the tourist season.
I think Tshechu is quite better because of many tourists coming to Bhutan, and it's special tourist season. That's why the sales is quite better compared to the other days. And we cannot exactly say that this is the profit margin we are getting. Since we are doing business, it's better for us to stay here and sell our products. And in other days, we cannot sell properly. So in such days, when many tourists come, we sell to them. Stay.
There are about 15 different mask dances which are performed by the monks and the Royal Academy of Performing Arts. While dancing, the mask dancers meditate, creating spiritual powers that absorbs and bless the audience. The director of National Museum at Paro, Thimphu Tshechu, says each dance has its purpose, which benefit both present and after death. For example, the Bardo Cham or dance depicting the after-death experiences.
Bardo Cham, intermediate states, so that's really, we believe that after death, our departed soul is wandering to find out the pure land. So that's why if we really recognize, I think 12 different headed, like an animal headed, like a pig, what do you call it, roosters, and a lion, a tiger, all these things are actually, they are actually manifestations of Buddha. So that's why if we can recognize, then it will dissolve into your mind. It means that that's a Bardo Cham is very popular, and there's people worship, or worship means people really, what do you call now, pay respect. And in the same way, Guru Padma Sambhav also, he subdued local spirit, evil spirit everywhere in the Himalayan regions. So 8 manifestations of him now. Dancers, they wear the costumes and they wear his mask, or mask means his face or appearances. So that's why if we really pray and worship, so we have a connection with him. So it means we have a link. So one can really accumulate merit by just merely watching these dances. That's what people respect. Not really worship, is a respect.
Thimphu also pointed out that Thimphu Tshechu is mostly enjoyed and watched by the older generations.
Younger generation, I cannot exactly tell what they think, but the elder, the senior citizens are actually where they are really going to see this festival is, as I said, that they are very religious when they become aged. So they tend to be spiritual. So that's why they just try to really accumulate merit as much as possible before they really, say goodbye, whatever. This is how before they die. So younger generations, I think maybe for fun, maybe they're just going for the, or maybe for socializing, social purpose. I don't know what or for entertainment. So I don't know whether each and every youngsters really they think or they have intentions to go there and to accumulate merit. What senior citizens have it.
However, some youth look forward to festivity as they could meet their friends.
Enjoy and to have fun, have blessings and all. With my friends to enjoy and of course to get blessing.
We are having fun and also to get the blessing.
The devotees can witness the Bardo Cham or dance depicting the after-death experiences. They include the dance of Raksha or the judgment of death, or Tungam, the wrathful deities. The Bardo Cham leads to the unfurling of Guru Thongdral and the dance of the 8th manifestation of Guru Rinpoche. It is believed that witnessing the Thongdral and the sacred mask dances alone will purify sins and bestow luck. The dance of Ging and Soling, which brings blessings to all sentient beings, will also be performed on the final day. The other dance is the Rengachudu, the dance of 16 fairies. It is believed that one gains merit by attending the annual religious festival. Thimphu Tshechu, one of the biggest festivals in the country, was initiated by the 4th Desi Tenzin Rabge in 1670. Tshechu festivals are dedicated to Guru Rinpoche, the 8th century saint, reversed as the second Buddha. Apart from the regular Tshechu max dances, the spectators now get to witness the Dance of the Heroes since 2012, which is one of the sacred dances performed at the Druk Wangel festival at Dochula. Druk Wangel Tshechu was established in 2011 in commemoration of His Majesty the 4th Drugyalpo and the armed forces' bravery and commitment to the people and the country in 2003. Her Majesty the Queen Mother Ashidoju Wangmo Wangchuk is the founder and patron of the Druk Wangel festival.
The Dochula Pass, it's a very important pass in our country. And in 2003, His Majesty Jigme Singye Wangchuk, he was about to leave for the south of Bhutan to lead the operations to rid our country of militants who were encamped for 14 long years. Now, it was a very difficult time for the whole country, for the family personally. And in a very, very desperate mood and attempt, I decided to build 108 stupas on that pass. It was, in a way, to bribe goodness, spirits, to safeguard our king so that he would return to us victorious, and of course, all the men that he was leading. And so that is the reason why I started building the 108 stupas soon as His Majesty left on 4th December 2003. And subsequently, I then built the temple. And then again, when His Majesty returned victorious, I built the temple and asked Karmora to design the murals. And this is the first of its kind in the country. Then I thought that we should initiate a modern festival, a modern Tshechu. So temples and monuments is something that you see, you appreciate, but it's not tangible and not a living culture that continues, something visual. So having that in mind, I shared this with Tashu Karmora. So it's a festival that is on every year on the 13th of December.
Dojula Tshechu, or the modern Tshechu, highlights the 3 episodes of the dances of heroes Pau Malajimbicham, Pau Macham and Pau Yulagivicham, performed by dancers from the Royal Bhutan Army Band. The director of the Center for Bhutan Studies, Tashu Karmora, explains the sacredness of Druk Wangyal Tshechu.
Dance which will memorialize bravery and self-sacrifice of 4th King. So this is the farewell of the heroes going to unknown zone, that is the unnecessary activity to dislodge militants, and the combat of the heroes engaging actually in this. Then finally the return of the heroes in all bright, colorful, joyous mood. I think when there is element of self-sacrifice, one which when we see, get the feeling that this is not normal. Somebody has gone out of himself, self-sacrifice or self-transcendence or bravery which defies common sense. This, in my opinion, is sacred, and therefore they are worthwhile being depicted. After all, Buddhist art is that. It represents an idea which is breathtaking. The idea of Buddhas, ideas of compassion. It is very stretching beyond yourself and your own interest. That, in one sense, is sacredness.
Well, this has been a special program on the significance of Thimphu Tshechu, and I'm sure that you must have had a good time listening. I'm Tshering Wangmo signing out for now, and thank you for tuning in.